All right, what's going on, everybody? My last video was the oil change on the bike, and then, just like the Sportster, I went, well, actually it was the next day, but whatever. I went to go ride it to Thursday, actually, and it wouldn't start. So now I've got to, or I'm going to put a battery in this bike, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to add the cable for the Quadlock wireless charger to the battery, and then remove the one that went into the battery tender spot. And then I'm also going to put this the Noco battery jump connection on the battery. So this is going to be threefold: fix the battery, right, put a new battery in, and then put cables on it so I'm not using up the spot for the battery tender, and then have the jumper cable adapter or jumper box adapter. What jumper box do I even have? I'll try to find the jump pack itself. Oop. Let's see here. I don't know if it says the model on it. The GB40 is what I got. I carry it on the bike just in case. But yeah, that piece will just fit right into the end, and it's just a direct connection. You don't have to worry about battery terminals or nothing. So it's awfully big, but it works. So anyway, that is the goal for today. I've got a fan on. It's hot today, so you're gonna have to, if you hear the fan, you're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. So we will start taking this apart. So what we have to do is take their, let's see if I can get some light on this. So there's a couple Allen keys here, and like right there and back there, and then this cover kind of comes down. So that's what we will do first. Take the cover off. Again, I'm probably not going to go with a factory battery. Size is this thing again? That is a 6mm. It's a 6mm Allen key to take that off. That comes off, and then looks like we gotta hold down for the battery also. Which is still a 6mm Allen key. All right, let's see here. I have not done this, like, at all. So, all right. There's that. Now there's the battery. So the negative will be easy to get off. The positive might not be too bad, actually. So I'll take the negative off. I try to get a socket for that. I don't think I'll be able to get a screwdriver in there. Or a wrench, not a socket really, a wrench. But don't know what size wrench it is either. I'm gonna say a 10 millimeter. Just because, well, it is a 10 millimeter, I think. It's not very tight. I wonder if that's what was wrong with this battery. That was not tight at all. I wonder if they can test it. It's like all corroded in there. Let's see, that needs to pull back out of the way. I'm trying not to have my hand in the way, but yeah, so far this isn't bad. This is not bad. Probably. All right. I know how to get this out now. Rocks. Now, how do you get the battery out of here? There, maybe it goes. Dude, if I had to get this off this lift to pull this battery out because I gotta turn that wheel, I'll be mad. Nope. Alrighty. Nope. Yeah, that terminal was loose. This one was kind of loose, so maybe I'll just take it down to the batteries plus is where I'm going, and see if they can test it. So anyway, I'll be back after I do that. I'm not going to take you long. I'm just going to run it down and see if they can test it, and then if it tests good, I'll just bring it back, put it in, make sure it's all tightened down, but add all this other stuff to it and go from there. So we'll see when I get back. All right, I'm back from things. It's probably an hour or so later, but I had my battery tested, and the guy at Batteries Plus says it's good, but I don't know. I do know when I took the connectors off, they were loose. So I don't know when last time I had service done, if they didn't tighten the battery terminals up or what, but the battery terminals were loose on these, so I'm hoping that's the problem. But yeah, I'm just going to keep the battery I got. It was on a trickle charger since like Thursday, so 2.5, 3 days on a trickle charger. But so we're gonna put the battery back in, hook all my stuff up, and see where we want to stick it, so we can get to them when we need to. So really not tons of room. Again, I've got to put this on, which will end up being my Quadlock charger. It's got a built-in fuse, and then figure out how to stick this big thing on and hide it, put it somewhere. So that'll be interesting. I'm just taking this thing apart. That saves me about, you know, $100 and some odd, so I don't know. Because this will go in here somehow, I would imagine. And then the charger goes there, maybe? Because it's not regular, the SAE battery charger thing. It's not this. And so I gotta figure out what to do with this. So to start with, I'm going to clean this battery terminal because it's gross. There's probably better ways to clean this, but that's what I got handy to me. It's probably a little bit abrasive for what my needs are. I mean, it's got a bunch of crap in it. I feel like I still need a new battery, but we're going to clean it up as best as I can and see. Probably another good reason to put these terminals on to where I can use the battery box. All right, keep these off of your your battery. And depends on the negative was here, and the positive one. Where the hell is that one at? Well, that's great. Positive one was like that. So the negative was on the side, the positive was on the top. So I'm going to stick this back in the bike and then figure out how to run the cabling, probably up through here. We'll have to find out what's the best for it. Like I figured this coming up here. I don't know if I can get you to see what I'm doing here, but come up with the Quadlock cable, come up this way with it, and then see what happens from that point. But this, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I want to mind too much taking this battery cover off. Let's see what we got. Maybe put it in here. Let's get a light. Maybe kind of like stick it up in here or something. Maybe that's what I'll do with the jump cable. All right, I want to see if I can take this off, which is still 6mm socket, looks like. Yeah, the last people was in here was the Iron Pony replacing the radiator in this thing because it was leaking. Anyway, yeah, there were 2 Allen bolts here and here. That's what I'm taking out now. Okay. Definitely helps. Oh, I didn't have this in there either. So that's gonna need to happen. If that's going to be a thing or not. Damn it. So I got it started. Tighten it up. Okay. we'll snug that down. All right, I got both the quad lock on the positive, and we'll do the negative next. This should be fairly easy with it being on the side. Ah, sparky, sparky. Okay. Tight. This one was really loose. So, make sure this gets tightened down. All right. So I'm hoping that I can just shove this thing down here somewhere. Zip tie it up. So I'm going to try to zip tie this stuff up. I don't think there's a good way to get it to where you can actually get it while all the covers are on. I think I'm stuck with that for now. Because I want this to run up. I kind of want this to run up here, I think. That's like, actually it needs to run up over on the other side somehow. So let's try to look there. And why I want it to run over here is because my charger is like right here on that side. So don't want anything blocking like the radiator face. Okay. I'll go get me some smaller zip ties because I want to run this kind of here and maybe like up this way. I'm just trying to get it like in here somewhere, I think. So if I can run it to here, then through this hole maybe, and kind of get it through something. Anyway, that's what I'm going to try to do. All right, so I've got it running kind of up alongside the radiator and out through the top here. I don't know if that's the way I'm going to do it or if I'm just going to keep wrapping it like up to here and let it come here. Maybe that's what I'll do, but then I'll have to take the seat off because I got to take the original mount out. But for now, I think I'm going to run it like this, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I already took that cover off. Take the other side cover off. Oh, careful, careful. See, this is the original placement for that quad lock. This is supposed to do auto off, so it's not draining your battery, but it plugged into the battery tender. That's what I'm getting rid of by using this. It's a 6mm, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it off with this thing. Yeah. Well, I didn't zip tie none of this in, so that's handy. But I do have it in the tank, so I need to try to get this out. All right, go over here. All right, I got to figure this, how I did this out. Probably ran it through this way. I probably ran it backwards. So now I gotta take the tank out. Or not the tank off, but I gotta undo the bolts. So we're gonna have to figure out what I've done here. Did not zip tie nothing so far, so no zip ties. And I'm assuming that's what I've done. I just ran it backwards. Yeah, like this end to this power management for it is just a USB-C. So go here, and then fucking I don't know what. But if I can, because this has an off, on, and auto. I don't know if you can see that, but auto, off, and on. If I can get it to where I can manually do something with that easily, like stick that here, and that way I can switch it off, on, auto, you know. Let's clean that up, but it's gonna be a lot of wire management. Dirty. So I'm just gonna have to wrap that up, kind of just tuck it in here somehow. But I think that will work. Actually, that'll work better than what I had. Make sure that will work though. I wonder if you could probably use that as a battery charger thing too. Interesting. I just zip tied it to all that stuff. And then I'm going to get another piece of heavy duty Velcro and Velcro that up to there. I use this 3M or Scotch extremely strong Velcro. I've used it for years on various things. I like it. And then hold it down there. Then we'll plug this in and see if we can do something with the excess cords. Wrap it up on itself or something. Alrighty. That's just gonna have to be okay. I mean, it's probably not perfect, and maybe I'll change it down the road, but it's just gonna have to be okay for now. Cutting all this shit. Alright, well, I want to start putting all the covers and stuff back on it, and hopefully that I don't lose my battery again. I gotta put the radiator shield on first. I'll show you why I had to do this first, because that bracket is dependent on this. All right. Well, I lost audio here. I don't know why. Maybe the microphone came unplugged or something. But anyway, basically what I'm doing here is putting the, I guess, battery bracket back on the front of this so the battery doesn't fall out or move. It's not going to fall out, but so I fight with this for a minute, get it all put back in. So that battery bracket needs to go under this, like, radiator guard, and then it does snap in the far right hand down there into a couple grooves, and then you got to put this bolt back that goes into this little metal bracket kind of behind that, kind of where I put that plug at for the battery jump. And here I attempt to put the just a battery cover on. So just make sure you put the tabs that's at the bottom of that battery cover into the slots that's in the bottom of that, and then bolt it back up, and basically that is done. Then you put the bolts back in it. Just don't tighten them down real tight, because those are just in plastic. Well, I guess it's a brass fitting that's in a plastic piece, so you could strip that thing out. So just tighten it up enough. But this cover didn't go on quite 100% perfect because all that extra cable, but it should work. Here I'll beat on the side of the front of the cover and decide that it's really not going to go. All right, so I'm going to reinstall the seat here. So, well, actually it looks like I'm messing with the tank, putting the bolts and everything and spacers back in the tank. Go around to the other side, put the bolt back in that side of the tank with the spacers. We'll put the seat back on here. You have to put the back on first, then slide the seat forward, because the back of that seat has a slot in it. And then there are two metal posts that come out of the front of the, or the back of the tank, that you have to just wedge that into. So once you get it down, and just pound it in, and then you put your bolts back in. So we'll put the other side together. So it takes tighten it down, and then maybe put the side cover on. This just has little pegs, rubber, plastic pegs or whatever, go into rubber grommets. You just pound them on, so both sides are the same way. So put the left side cover on to button this project up, and that will be basically it. Just putting the cover back on the trickle charger there, and then the side cover's done. Here I realized that I did not have that cover on right. I didn't put the little tabs inside of the grooves in the battery box, so I'm redoing that now. Well, everybody, thanks for watching the video. If you like this video or any of the other videos that I have put out, please like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff, and we will catch you later. I'm assuming I'm saying something like that about now. So anyway, don't know why I didn't show fixing the front battery box thing, but there you have it.